So hey guys, again, welcome back to my channel, and this is TRN. I'm your favorite nurse, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how to avoid student loans while going through nursing school. So my story first. I did not have to pay any student loans or get any student loans during nursing school, and some people might be amazed by that, but I really didn't even have to worry about how to get student loans and how to avoid student loans, because it just came to me as something that I had to do. I'm going to school not to get more bills. I'm going to school so that I can be able to support myself and make more money and be able to pay the bills I have and not get more bills while I go through school, okay? So this is what I did. As you all know, that I went through the LVN program first, which was a year program, and I did that through a community college. Keyword, community college, okay? So that's my number one tip. Community colleges. Community colleges are God sent. I really appreciate community colleges. I know some community colleges are really not good. They're not well funded. They don't have a lot of scholarships. The resources are limited. The instructors are not so good. But thankfully, the community college I went to was awesome. Like I wish that they had their own university, or the kind of degree I went for my bachelor's. They could have had it there, and I didn't have to go to any other university, because I just love it so much. So the college I went to is in Odessa, and it's a small town. It's called Odessa College, but it's done amazing things, okay? Shout out to Odessa. But anyway, so I was going to tell you guys, so with the LVN program, as I went through the LVN program, I was able to, of course, get support from my parents and a little bit here and there, and then make some money while working, and then be able to pay for my LVN program. And then once I got done with the LVN program, I didn't have to pay any student loans, because I didn't get a student loans for the LVN program. Thankfully, I was able to accomplish and finish the LVN program. It was really tough, because I really didn't have a good paying job that would enable me to actually be able to pay for my tuition and still cover my other expenses. So, but I was able to do it. So that's just all by God's grace. And again, at the same time, well, I did that, the community college that I went to offered scholarships as well, guys, okay? So I made sure that I knew each and every deadline for the scholarship. So I applied, and they had this scholarship called the Foundation Scholarship, and I think you only had to have a GPA of 3.0 and above, if I'm mistaken, to be able to be qualified. It doesn't matter what kind of program or what kind of degree you're doing. It's for everybody, okay? So I made sure every semester, they only offered it in the spring and fall. I made sure that every semester I went to school, or during the program in the spring and the fall, I applied for it and I got it. So that was a huge relief for me. 1,300 was good, okay? And still they had these other scholarships that, like, specifically for nurses. So only nurses, the people who are going through the nursing programs or nursing school can apply for those. So on top of that, I still applied for those, and sometimes I would get like 400 there, 700 here, and all that. So at the end of the day, you could get as much as like 2,500, okay, or 2,000, but not less than 1,300, okay? So that was something that was really good, and I really liked that. So that was another thing that helped me while doing the community college. So whenever I got done with the LVN, I went back to the same community college for my RN, okay? So I did the same thing again, but this time it wasn't as bad, because I was able to work as a licensed vocational nurse, and I was able to make good money compared to how when I went through the LVN at first, okay? So I was able to make good money that made me able to support myself and still pay the tuition that was left over after I got the scholarships and everything, okay? So I was able to do that, and I was so thankful, okay? And whenever I got done with the RN, I went through my bachelor's, and of course for the bachelor's, not all community colleges provide bachelor's degrees. They do, some of them do, like these high community colleges, high private colleges, and some community colleges in really big cities that are really huge, they do that sometimes. But Odessa is a really small town, so none of the colleges over there provided a bachelor's degree. So I had to actually go to university and get my bachelor's degree. So I had to go to Lubbock Christian University and do my RN to BSN program. So I completed that, and I was still able to like go through the program in the university. I know it's a bit more expensive than community colleges, but again, I was able to go through the university and get my bachelor's program, and I was able to work as a registered nurse meanwhile, and still be able to make enough money to support myself and pay for my tuition as I go. Okay, so that is something that y'all can do to avoid getting student loans, because I know student loans can be really stressful. Okay, so that's one tip. And then another tip is hospital scholarships. Guys, every hospital, I want to say maybe 90 out of 100 hospitals are offering scholarships for people who want to go to nursing school or have been accepted to nursing school, but in return they gotta go back and work for them for at least 2 years, okay? Or the amount of money they're putting in your school. Kind of somehow they make a calculation and they tell you how much you gotta pay them back, and that is a big thing. Okay, like, why do you even have to get into debt or like get into a student loan while you have this big opportunity? There's such a big need for nurses right now, and every hospital is trying to secure their nurses. Okay, they don't care if they gotta snatch you right off like you come from school. They will do that. They will pay for your tuition, you know, just so that you can come work for them. You should actually run for that opportunity. Okay, so a bad thing I found out about that after I got done with nursing school, so it wasn't really much I could do. But again, I'm telling you this now so that you know. So I'm gonna give you an example, okay? So let's say you just got accepted into a nursing program, okay? So that means you passed the interview, you submitted all the things, and they gave you an acceptance letter that you're gonna start a program at a certain date. So once you get that letter, you go ahead and look for a hospital that you know you like, or you've heard good things about, or you know maybe your friends that work there or people that you know work there don't complain a lot about it, and you love it, and you would wish to work there when you become a nurse someday. So go to that hospital and look and see if they're offering any scholarships for people who want to get into nursing school, and apply for that. You get an interview, they talk to you. You gotta have good grades. Of course, the fact that you got into nursing school, I'm pretty sure you have good grades, okay? So a GPA of 3.5, nothing less than maybe 3.0, something like that. It depends actually with the hospital specifics. But you get into a meeting with them, you get an interview, you get it done and all that. Bam, they put you into the scholarship issue, okay? So now you just gotta go to nursing school, okay? If you were, let's say, a CNA, you can work a CNA as a CNA in that hospital if you want, or you can, if you're a phlebotomist, you can do that, or you can just find another job. But you already know that your tuition every semester is taken care of, okay? So that's one thing. By the time you're done, you already have a job. Like, you don't even have to go job hunting. You only gotta focus on passing, having good grades, because sometimes they do tell you that you gotta maintain a certain GPA for them to keep paying for you. So you just gotta make sure that you maintain that, you're getting good grades, you're passing exams, you keep going forward, you graduate, focus on your NCLEX, get that RN license, RN title behind your name, get into work. And the good thing about that is they're not gonna take the money off your salary or off your check or anything like that. They just want you to work for them. So what is the point? You know, just do it. Just go for it. I mean, it's better than getting a student loan, because you gotta pay them back. These people, if it's something you love, a department you love doing and all that, just go for it. And you're gonna find whatever department you want to work to. So they're not forcing you to work the ER. They're not forcing you to work med-surg. They're not forcing you to work mother and baby only. You choose, as long as you work for them, because there is a need in every department, okay? So those are the 2 tips that I wanted to talk to you about. I hope they've helped you guys. If you're a new nursing student, if you're a nurse wanting to go back to school, I hope these tips are helpful to you. If you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. I'm more active on Instagram. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I love you guys, and until next time, bye-bye. I'm out.